landed, we're gonna see some old-timey ships. I may buy one, go to California on it. But something gonna be something to see. I can't even tell you the name of it. Heck on Jekyll, I guess. Is that good? What kind of show we doing, Tom? Ain't no cars, ain't no show cars up here. We're gonna do a little history. A lot of kids don't know about these ships. And we probably know it all along with us today.
I don't know nothing. All I know is reading about it in the history book.
Hey Tom, I'm gonna rent one of these boats.
Some of the other things stored down below there are extra miles of line, extra sailcloth, extra lumber, like just making sure you don't lose any progress. But it is going to take a few minutes to raise this anchor, considering I would have only just raised it.
Back in these days, these were big ships back in them days. What do you think it would be? Oh, they little? Tell him how long it took to make it.
33 months to build the Nina, and right around the same amount of time frame for the Pinta.
All wood?
Yes. They were built in Brazil.
They were built in Brazil. They're both built in Valencia, Brazil. They're the Nina was built 100% by hand with no power equipment. Towards the very end of her building, she was they used some electricity to power the lights, but that's the extent of what was used for the Nina. The Pinta, there was some power equipment used, but it was minimal.
Which one are we on? We on which boat?
We're on the Pinta. The Pinta. The Pinta is the medium-sized ship that was with Columbus on the first voyage. He didn't start on either one of these ships, the Nina or the Pinta, but he was on the Santa Maria to begin with. Now that ship was not a very fast ship. It was really slow. And he actually said in his logbook, she sailed like a big fat slow pig. So when the Santa Maria ran aground, he was happy, and he actually made the Nina his flagship after that. Turned out that Nina became his favorite ship of all his whole career, and he ends up becoming the captain and the admiral of that ship, with that becoming the flagship.
And you've been on this in 4 years, you said?
Been on 4 years. I signed up for 30 days, and I like it so much. I've been aboard for that period of time, and I do go home in Orlando and see the grandkids and kids, and fortunately it's down there by the Mouse House, so the tickets for flying back and forth to that area are pretty cheap for me. So I'm able to do it 3 times a year.
This would be a venture, Tom. Reckon we ought to go on the ships
I'd check for stowaways if I were you.
Yeah.
Is there any women on there?
Oh yeah, well, it's a mixed crew. We have all the amenities on the ship except for showers. We have those here at the marina when we stop. So we dress in our clothes after each shower and we come back and we climb in our bunk and we're like camping on water.
You can take a country bath, can't you? You got water.
Sure, yeah, could. We got water, yeah, we sure do.
But a ship like this, to rebuild this thing,
oh,
what's
I
it
bet
cost
it'd be millions of dollars because the Brazilian ironwoods that she's built out of are very controlled now. In fact, you probably could not build the Nina at the cost that she was when she was originally built.
Well, what kind of wood is on the?
Brazilian ironwoods are a variety of Supacura, which is a Brazilian black walnut, and then we have a Brazilian cherry wood, which is a little softer. And then the softest ones are the Paleo, which is like a Brazilian pine tree. And that's what we use for our spars.
Well, anybody that hadn't been on one of these, whenever they come to your part of the country, you need to come and see it. It's part of history.
Yep, and you just check out ninapinta.org and it'll have our schedule there. And you can find out if we're coming to a city near you. We do about 30 to 40 cities in a 10-month period. And we will probably be somewhere close to where you are at one point in the year.
Well, now what if the guy steering the ship down here?
That'd probably be you if you were a crew member, at least for 3 hours.
Yeah, but what if you get on some of that spirits?
Well, we have an experienced captain on board each ship, and they keep us straight. If we need to be a little bit more starboard, a little bit more port, they let us know real quick. But we do have a GPS up here, and so we are told to stay in the center of the channel. And if he decides he wants a little more this way or that way, we do what he says because this is his
All right,
ship.
now how much water does it take to float it?
It goes 7 feet down from the surface to the bottom of the keel.
So you'd want to stay in at least 8 foot water, wouldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Now, the coldest place of our ship, you know where that is? It's the keel because there's a 7-foot draft down there.
Well, it's interesting. Tom, I'm thinking about cooking on it for about a month. But I can't build a fire down because I burned the ship. I barbecued for years.
Uh-huh.
And I've cooked from the West Coast to the East Coast, to Springfield, Illinois, to Lake Charles, Louisiana.
Well, that's pretty cool.
But it's good to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I enjoyed talking to you.
Tell him that story about.
Okay.
They got to hear this story right here.
Columbus, he encountered pirates often. So he actually got pretty good on his end of the sword. So one day he's fighting a pirate, going left and right. Sooner or later gets the sword right on the pirate's heart. He says, "Sir, before I run you through and sing you to your maker," he says, "I got a couple questions for you." He says, "Tell me how you got your peg leg." He says, "Well, it's on me deck one day. A cannonball come flying across the deck, took me leg right off. Now I got a peg." He said, "That's not good." He said, "Okay, I know how about your hook?" He says, "Well, I was fishing another day, reach over the side of the ship to get me fish. A shark bit my hand clean off. Now I got a hook." He says, "That's not good. You're not even half lucky." He said, "All right, tell me about your patch." He says, "Well, I'm up here on the poop deck one day. I look up, a seagull poops in my eye. I forget about my hook." Well, he called himself lucky, but he's really only about half lucky. He actually, only half of them worked. So when Columbus put him out on the deck for the very last time, what sound did he make? Now, you think it'd be a thud or a thump, but actually it's ka-ching, because anytime a pirate hits the deck, you drag his dead carcass to the king and crown, you get more than pop bottle money, and that's my story. I'm sticking to it.
That's pretty good, ain't it? I'm going to keep it still. All right,
Welcome aboard. Ahoy.
They about talked me into getting on the boat cooking. I may do it for a month. Don't get no pay, just get to ride. It's worth the trip.